Hey everyone, and welcome to today's reading, which is to celebrate the Sun moving out of Scorpio and into Sagittarius, which will happen just before sunrise tomorrow morning, or the 22nd of November, and that's for Perth, Western Australia time. So wherever you are in the world, might be slightly different for you, but either way, it's coming up tomorrow morning if you're in Perth. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to read starting with Sag and then in no particular order go through the other signs and pull some cards just for you. The video is timestamped, so if you want to jump straight to your sign, that's totally fine as well. But please stick around for the intro, because if you don't know me, I will be introducing myself right now. So my name is Hayley Clark. For those that don't know me, I am Higher Path Healing. I am an intuitive energy healer and an intuitive tarot reader. I've studied a heap of different energy healing modalities, including my diploma of kinesiology. I am a Reiki master, a sound healer, an Akashic Records reader. What else am I? A Tantra practitioner, and I've studied lots of other spiritual concepts, ideas, astrology, all that kind of stuff. So I like to weave all of my knowledge into my readings. So I'll often channel messages as well. And obviously these are collective ones, they're not personal. However, collective readings, often the messages, if you're listening to them, there's something in it for you as well. So feel free to listen to your sun, moon, rising, and even Mercury and Venus can sometimes play into it as well, if you know where they sit in your chart. And you can cross-watch for other signs as well, if you know someone who's a particular sign and you want to know what might be showing up for them, and who knows, a different aspect of the same energy might play out in your life too, because we've all got all of the collective energies within us. It just depends what's really activated in our personal natal chart at the moment. So if it doesn't resonate for you, that's totally fine. Obviously these messages can't resonate with every single person out there, but if they do, take it, run with it, great. I hope you get something out of it. If they don't fit, never mind, doesn't matter. Listen to some other readings, or maybe the next ones will. So please subscribe, guys. That really shows me that you like what I do and encourages me to do more. Please also give the video a little like, and feel free to comment or even email me, message me, and let me know how the energy is playing out for you and if it resonated, if you don't want to share your comment publicly. I am on Instagram and Facebook as well. On Instagram, it's Higher Path Healing, all one word, or Facebook, Higher Path Healing, 3 words, I guess you'd say. So look me up, and please give me a follow there as well, just to show your support and love. If you would like a one-on-one reading with me, please also reach out. My website is higherpathhealing.com.au, or you can contact me through socials if you prefer. Okay guys, so that is me, that is my little spiel. So let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so I've got Sun in Sag right in the middle here. So there we go, Sun in Sag. So you're up first, Sag. Happy birthday season for Sag. So let's see what might be showing up for Sag. So guys, these readings are relevant for, where are we now? So the rest of November and all the way up to the solstice. So a lot of, I'm losing track of months. I cannot believe I'm saying December already. So from now until just before Christmas time, when the solstice happens, these energies will be playing out in some way or another. So you might have already felt it coming in, or it might be coming towards you soon. So let's have a look for Sag. And you've got some beautiful Sag energy straight off the bat. So the first card, we've got the 8 of Wands, followed by the Page of Cups. And then you're following on with the Queen of Cups here. So there's a bit of emotional maturity coming, and I feel like it's a little bit unexpected, and it's due to some communication that's coming quite quickly out of nowhere. The 8 of Wands is very inspired action. It's quick communication. It's things moving a lot faster than you thought they were going to. So you might have felt a little bit stuck leading up till now, Sag, but then it's like that fire's being lit under you with the Sun entering Sagittarius as well, and it's going to be giving you a push forward, or someone that might be giving someone a push towards you. So the Page of Cups is kind of like it's a beautiful, youthful, playful energy, but it also has an element of surprise. So I feel like whatever's coming in is a little bit unexpected. So you might not be planning for this. It might feel a little bit like a surprise that's coming in. You weren't expecting this at all. There's even a little flying pig up in the top corner. So to me, this really feels like something that's completely left of field, just out of nowhere. This energy's come in, all these communications come in, this ideas come in, this inspirations come in, and it's just landed. The Eight of Wands can also be a card of travel. However, obviously with restrictions, that might not play out in a big global sense at the moment, but just to keep that in mind as well, in case there is a unexpected trip that might come up for you somewhere along the lines. And the final card was that Queen of Wands. So this is kind of maturing out of that page energy into the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is beautiful, centered around her emotions. So just a real reminder with whatever happens to return to that stillness and that emotional stability that we all have within us. So this is a very meditative card. It's very, very connected to the divine feminine energy and intuition as well. So if something comes in really fast, unexpected, and you feel scattered, really anchor into that divine feminine wisdom and that intuition as well. And I really feel like that will serve you and help you to integrate the energy and to work with and weave through those energies. So you can come out the other end beautifully and grounded, because the thing about lots of water and fire energy is often it's not grounded down to earth. So just as quick as it came in or the inspiration landed, it kind of dissipates and disappears again because there's no anchoring and grounding there. But the Queen of Wands, she does have a lot of grounding energy in her as well. So just returning back to that. If you need to, Sag. So happy birthday to you. And I'll pull you a final message on the affirmation cards. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities it presents. Beautiful, beautiful final message for you, Sag. Lovely. Happy birthday, my dears. Okay. Give these cards a bit of a shuffle before I start going into the next one. Libra, you're up next. Libra. Okay. Just shuffle these cards back through and tune into Libra. So what have we got for the peeps in Libra while the sun is in Sag? Let's have a look what's showing up for you, Libra. Feeling a little bit of uncertainty in someone's energy. Feel a bit yucky in my tummy, so I'm not sure what that's about. But if that feels like you, there might be a message in this for you. Yeah, that's that energy right there. Okay, Libra, so the first card that's come up is the Five of Pentacles. So you can see that there's a closed door here and there's a girl sitting down, feeling locked out, all alone, quite sad, disappointed, disillusioned, that whole thing of feeling like you're being left out in the cold. This is often from a perspective of ours, but it can also be from a breakdown of communication as well. And we all know how Libras love to communicate. They're a very, very powerful communicator. So sitting in this energy will really be rocking you, and it's not going to feel very nice. And that's why I can feel a lot of scattered energy. It's like not really knowing where you stand. So if there has been a little bit of friction or tension, or you can feel it building, then this is what I feel like is happening. But just to remember with this card as well, you can see that there's a big old key hanging on the side there, leaning up against the door. So things aren't always what they seem. Sometimes that shift in perspective is needed, or sometimes we need firm boundaries. And just to, if someone doesn't want to talk to us, then we just have to have that perspective shift and say, I can love you and I can leave it alone. The next card we've got is the Four of Pentacles. So this makes me feel like there is something that's being held on to quite tightly. So, you know, often we can hold on to these belief systems or hold on to even the love and emotion we feel towards others. These are quite emotive cards to have next to each other, with that Five of Pentacles and then the Four straight after. So it's like, there's that feeling of needing to keep something secure and not feeling safe if we let it go, but it's not serving you in this situation. The third card up is the Emperor. So the Emperor's, it's represented by Mars, which rules Aries. So it's that really, that cardinal energy of fire. It's the beginning of something. It's being really, really sure in yourself, standing your ground. He's a real warrior, the Emperor, as in not sitting there stressing about it, but going out and fighting the battles, doing the things, being a leader, tapping into that inner fire. So I feel like this is really reminding you about having strong boundaries, but not about holding on to our beliefs really, really, really tightly. So it's going to interfere with being able to see things from that higher perspective. Because with the sun in Sagittarius, it is really calling us to expand our horizons and see things from that all-encompassing viewpoint, not just our little bit of tunnel vision and holding on to the only thing that we know, because there's so much more out there than that. And Sagittarius does love to remind us that, because it's ruled by Jupiter, which is, you know, the big expansive planet that just wants to be a sun but didn't quite make it, but is just pushing out anyway and constantly like emitting so much energy from within its core. So a really good reminder here for us to let bygones be bygones. If we can't change something, walk away. If we need to change our perspective, open up that door and see things from a different angle. We can't change other people. We can just be ourselves, have our boundaries, send love, but look after yourself. I feel like there's some self-care needed with these cards. Four of Pentacles, just finding a bit of that flexibility within your belief system and your mindset around the situation, but being very assertive and looking after yourself, you know, finding that strength within. That's the Emperor's a very masculine energy card, but the masculine gets a bit of a bad rap just because there's been such an imbalance of power on earth for such a huge long time. But the masculine energy is beautiful. We need it just as much as we need that divine feminine, but staying balanced within it, being gentle with your assertiveness, and knowing what you want and going for it, but without, you know, compromising yourself, your integrity, and others around you. So I hope that makes sense for you, Libra. I feel like I went on a big, I don't know what that was, big explanation of stuff there. Okay, affirmation card for you, Libra. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. There you go. So if you're sitting out in the cold next to a locked door that's got a key to open it, that's on you. But that's a really beautiful reminder there. Really beautiful. Oh, and it just fell out again as I was shuffling. So I'll say it again. I accept responsibility for my well-being. There's that self-care needed as well, with those kind of sad sack Pentacles energy going on. Look after yourself, Libra, which I know you love to do, because Libra is ruled by Venus, loves all the finer things in life and beauty, and yeah, get amongst it, Libra. Let's shuffle these back through. Who have we got next? Leo, more fire. Hey, Leo. Let's see what we've got for Leo coming up in Sag season. Okay. Okay, wow, big cards, Leo. Coming up first, you got the Nine of Swords. So you might be having trouble sleeping, or you might be feeling a bit of anxiety about a situation at the moment. There might be those repeating toxic thoughts just whirling round and round inside your head, and they're quite hard to shake. So it can be, you know, like that annoying song that gets stuck in your head, but these are thoughts that you're just regurgitating around and around and around in your head. But then it's like you have some kind of revelation with the Six of Wands here. Look at the difference in energy. This is a card of victory and celebration. This is saying, look who I am. Look at my power. This is me. It's all about me, me, me. And that, once again, it's that fire energy. This is, you know, this card has a lot of Leo energy in it. I mean, look at that. And then following on from that is the Six of Swords. So once again, a very, very different energy, back to the Swords energy on the mental level. So something's really rocking your thoughts. There's a lot of overthinking here, but this is kind of a beautiful way that the energy's moving, because you've got these ones spinning around in your head like a broken record, and then it's like you have that revelation and say, this is not serving me. You find that inner strength and your personal power and your willpower. And then you step into this card, which is, there's sadness and disappointment here, but it's leaving something behind that's not serving you. This is kind of, to me, this reminds me of like gently moving away and gently removing the cords that are binding you to something that's not serving your highest good anymore. So this is like the recognition card. This is the main card here. This is what's going to carry you through this energy. And that Six of Swords, even though she's moving away from stuff, this card is often represented moving towards a new beginning, moving towards a new sunrise, moving towards something more in alignment with who you are and what's going to serve you at this time. But there might be a bit of those, just keep a check on those thoughts and the emotions as well, and come back to that your strength within and find that grounding within that. And if you can feel secure and safe through this time and through this process, you're going to have a beautiful new beginning pretty quickly, I feel. So really, really beautiful energy for you, Leo. If you are going through some stuff that's causing you a bit of mental angst at the moment, that's kind of what that feels like. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So if you need to walk away from something that you thought was going to work and you're feeling like there's a bit of failure there, it's an opportunity to course correct. Nothing is ever lost. We need failures to help push us in the right direction of things that will work out beautifully. It's all a big learning experience. I think failure is quite underrated a lot of the time, to be honest, but it doesn't feel nice when something that we thought would work out doesn't, does it? Okay, shuffle those back through. Next up, we've got Cancer. Hey, Cancer. First water sign off the bat. Let's see what's on the cards for you, Cancer, during Sag season. Okay. Okay. Quite powerful energy here again. First card up, you've got the Seven of Swords. So this isn't generally not a very nice card to come up in a reading. It's can represent a bit of kind of deceiving energy, or there's something going on behind the scenes you're not aware of. Someone's not in their integrity. So there's a bit of sneaky business going on. It's illuminated by that moonlight, and the moon is all that subconscious, unseen, deep stuff. And you've got that Seven of Swords. It's like the crow right at the front's kind of raising the alarm, like something's not right here. And Cancer, you're so intuitive, and that big moon in the card, you know, Cancer's ruled by the moon as well. So this is a call for you to tap into your intuition. If you've had a niggling feeling about something or someone, there's probably something there. So just be mindful of that, and be mindful of the energies that you're picking up on, because there might be a bit of funny business at play, or someone not telling you the entire truth about something. This is followed on by the King of Pentacles. So this is a very different energy. You've got the real grounded, earthy energy. It's a very father-like figure here. The King of Pentacles, it could be an earth sign, so Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. I generally associate the King of Pentacles with that Taurus vibes, because it's a very fatherly energy, but all the earth signs, very, very strong with that. So if this guy gets away with it, it could really mess with this feeling and kind of make you feel really insecure about things. So it could be a bit of manipulation or gaslighting energy I'm kind of feeling with this Cancer. So, but just try and stay grounded and solid, because I feel like you've got this. And really, really interesting third card after that comes up. You've got the Lovers following on from this. So this is the card of Gemini. So I always say with the Lovers, it's not necessarily about romance, but it's about kind of two things coming together. So often it does represent like a karmic style relationship, which could be a twin flame or soulmate kind of thing if you're into that kind of terminology. Or it could represent two parts of yourself merging and coming together. Represents energies merging, and we all know that Gemini is represented by twins. So, you know, twins are like kind of like two halves. They're the same but different. So just to give you that kind of idea. So I feel like there is potential for a beautiful blossoming coming together of energies to come out of this. I'm not sure if this makes sense to anyone. Hopefully it does, and I'm not speaking all in riddles because I don't feel like this is necessarily a romantic relationship, but it very, very well could be. But if your intuition is like beeping at you, red flag, red flag, red flag, this could actually be a karmic style relationship. It doesn't mean that everything's amazing because the Lovers card showed up, but it's just inviting you to use that intuition, because maybe it is a beautiful opportunity. Maybe you just need to work through some of your own belief systems around relationships to kind of bring some clarity to that Lover's energy that's there as well. So I hope that makes some kind of sense, Cancer. I feel like there's lots of collective energies I'm kind of drawing in for Cancer. So I hope that lands with someone out there. Please let me know. And I'll pull a final affirmation message for you. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Okay, so having that trust as well. Trusting the process, but keeping your smarts on, keeping your little intuitive radar going, and having those boundaries, because sometimes Cancer can struggle with boundaries as well. Whereas the King of Pentacles, he's great with boundaries. So just, yeah, if you're struggling or you're not sure what your intuition's telling you, ground, and you'll be like that king. He'll have strong boundaries, and if you're listening to your intuition, it will not lead you wrong. So just keep an open heart, but keep your intuition sharp, and yeah, hopefully that's some beautiful energy coming in there with the Lovers for you, Cancer. Okay, so who have we got up next? Virgo. Okay, Virgo, some earth energy. What do we got for Virgo this Sagittarius season? I'll give these a good shuffle. Okay, Virgo. Okay, so the first card you've got up is the Five of Swords, followed by the King of Wands, followed by the Fool. Okay, so I feel like there's been some kind of disagreement or argument, or you're really struggling with something on a mental level at the moment. Something, to me, it feels like something's happened and you're having a really hard time being able to kind of cognitively process what's happened and make sense of it and understand it. It's like he's holding his head. It's like it's a literal headache trying to understand what's going on. This could involve another person as well. It could be a relationship dynamic that's happened and you just really cannot wrap your head around why the other person did what they did, what their motivation was, or it's not making much sense. To me, I feel like there's a lot of confusion and it's not making a lot of sense. Sometimes with this card, it can be a real card of the ego getting in the way as well. People like butting egos and no one's got that open heart to see things from the other person's perspective. But either way, it's just like confusion, misunderstanding, kind of misdirected and misguided energy and communication coming through with that. And King of Wands is straight after this. So he's a lot more stable, steady. He's got the line behind him. There's strength, there's fire. Once again, there's that fire energy of Sag, Leo or Aries. Big shout out to Leo with that lion standing behind. So this could be involving a fire sign or a Leo or not. It could just be that energy. But these ones next to each other, to me, this is like finding your strength and remembering who you are. I just kind of had a vision when I said that of Mufasa in The Lion King saying, remember who you are, talking about Leo with that lion in the background. So not sure if anyone's vibing with The Lion King out there, Virgo, but yeah, just thought I'd throw that out there. But it's that energy of reclaiming your power and knowing who you are despite what's happened, despite what the circumstances are, being really solid in what you are, who you are, and where you're going to go, where you're going to carry that energy. And leading on, I love this, is the Fool. So the Fool is number 0 point energy. It's that point where nothing exists but infinite potential. You can use it to create anything that you want. So the Fool can, she can fall or she can fly. It kind of depends where and how she directs that energy, but this is the beginning of a beautiful brand new cycle. It's an opportunity to move in a direction that will serve you. New beginnings, something fresh, something beautiful coming out of this, Virgo. Okay, so let's pull an affirmation card. Peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. There you go. Let go of this. Step into this. And then you'll have a beautiful new beginning with this. Peace. I am a being of love and release all negative energy. Beautiful. Beautiful energy, Virgo. Just got to let go of those 5 of Swords vibes. Okay, next up, Gemini. Okay. Gemini. What's up with Gemini this Sag season? Interesting energies. We've got 2 2s that have come out. First one off the bat's the 2 of Wands. I feel like this is a bit of a confusing time for you, Gemini. You've got the 2 of Wands, which in itself isn't a confusing card, but these 3 cards together are kind of giving me that vibe. The 2 of Wands is a card of planning. It's like you've had this inspiration come through and you're like, okay, what are we going to do? It's like you wake up in the morning and you feel vitality and lots of energy. You're like, right, what are we going to do today? Should we do this and this? And you look out your window to the wide world and you kind of plan your day. It's that kind of energy. It's a fresh energy. The sun's out there. There's lots of potential. What are you going to do with it? So it's kind of a bit of a decision card about where you're going to direct that energy. This is followed on by the 5 of Cups. So this is a bit of a card of sadness. There's some spilled cups there. They're kind of, you know, the cups have leaked. There's a bit of emotional disappointment and sadness. Something really hasn't worked the way you wanted it to. Or to me, this, you know, it's a feeling of loss as well. And her energy, you can see it draining down out of her body. It's like that, literally a feeling of being emotionally drained by something, and some sadness and disappointment as well. But you can see how the energy of the cups and her energy is going down into the earth. So this is a reminder that all that energy is just going to go down and be transmuted by the earth, and we are open to be receiving infinite energy sources from the universe. So just allowing that process, allowing that energy to flow out of you. Get some grounding, allow the process to happen. If you are really emotional, just ground it down, integrate it, work with it, and just keep an open heart, because an open heart is going to open us up to brand new, well, it's not really brand new, it's transmuted energy. Everything's energy. So if we open ourselves up to receive through our heart, we're going to welcome in some beautiful new energy there. This is followed on by the 2 of Swords, which further adds to me feeling like there's a bit of confusion here, because, you know, there's kind of that push to do something with some energy, that feeling of, oh, this hasn't worked out in the past, and you might be feeling like, what if this happens again? What if I can't get through this? It just feels a bit yuck, because there's that push, that resistance, and then there's that feeling of indecision here with the 2 of Wands. She's got a blindfold on. She doesn't know which way to go. The crows might be pulling her in 2 different directions. Her mind might be telling her 2 different things, but all she needs to do is pull off the blindfold, shoo the crows away, and go for it. So often with this card, it kind of comes up when, yes, there's decisions to be made, but doing nothing is the worst decision. Just go for it. Just choose a path, start walking. If it doesn't work out, you'll soon know, you course correct, you go to the other one. To me, with these cards, it's like indifference is the worst thing. Not knowing what to do is kind of, it just feels like death. It's like that feeling of, you know, it's going to keep you stuck in this, that unsure, insecure feeling. What if this happens again? Oh, my emotions are all over the place. That's not good for Gemini. Gemini needs to snap out of it, make a decision and go for it. You can always course correct. There's very, very, very few things in this life that's permanent, besides maybe having a baby or doing, you know, crazy stupid things to your body, or, you know, medical stuff, that kind of thing. But very few day-to-day life choices we make are permanent. You can always have the opportunity to course correct, and that's what it's inviting you to do at the moment, Gemini. Take a little risk, just go for it. Don't sit in this energy for too long. It's doing you more harm than good. And there is potential here to find some real joy and inspiration, moving away from those spilled cups. Okay, love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. There you go. Seeing the good in all things. If something didn't work, there's a reason for it. They say it's not rejection, it's divine redirection. Just throw that out there for someone that needs to hear that. Okay. Thank you, Gemini. Who have we got next? Taurus. Yay, Taurus. Let's see what's up, Taurus. What's up for you this Sag season? Oh, cards aren't wanting to go together. Okay. Hierophant, smack bang in the middle. This is the card of Taurus, so big shout out there. Okay, so the first card we've got is the Four of Wands. So this is a beautiful card it's like a homecoming. It's a celebration. You can see there's a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. It's kind of party vibes. Getting together with the girls or the guys or whatever floats your boat. Yeah, singing, dancing. I feel like there's a cause for celebration. If you don't feel a need to celebrate or don't feel like there's anything worth celebrating, do it anyway. I feel like that's a bit of a push for you to find some joy. Sometimes Taurus, you know, we're fixed earth. I'm a Taurus, by the way. That's why I'm talking like we, because it's me too. Sometimes we get so bogged down in the day-to-day, you know, fixed earth. Get home sorted, get work sorted, get all your ducks in a row. Then what have I got to do? What have I got to do next? It's all the planning. And sometimes we forget to enjoy and have fun along the way, and that we are these beautiful, inspired, creative beings, and we don't always have to be doing all of the practical things without having those moments of joy within it. So put on some amazing music, dance around while you're doing all those day-to-day stuff if you still need to do it. Obviously we've still all got lives we have to live, but it's finding joy within those moments, which is what I really feel like you're being called to do at the moment. Finding a groove, doing something you love, doing something for yourself, and having fun, having a fun connection, fun conversation, having a laugh, watch a comedy, I don't know, that kind of thing. And then this is followed on by the Hierophant, which, as I said, it is the card of Taurus. There's a lot of enlightenment in this card. You can see the steps leading up towards heaven. Traditionally, this is the card of like a spiritual authority or spiritual leader. This can be the card that, you know, it's the energy that people look up to. And you also think of a religious leader. There's kind of a bit of structure around that. As I just talked about Taurus being fixed earth, there's always a bit of structure around Taurus. So it's kind of that enlightenment and spirituality through some kind of system or belief system. It also fits into like society structures and, you know, the way that the physical world kind of comes together and makes sense, because fixed earth after all. But in this reading, that's kind of going wired out there. But with the Four of Wands followed by this Taurus guy, he's actually having a good laugh as well. So this is reminding you that you need that joy to connect with those higher realms. And if you're leading to this, leaning towards these readings, you're probably on a bit of a spiritual journey anyway, but joy is such an important part of our journey. So this is just reminding us and you to connect in with that joy, because the more you do that, you're going to open up your intuition and expansion open up your heart and find some beautiful, meaningful connections as well. Joy is part of the process, and without it, what's the point? It'll be so dull. So just connecting more into that joy energy. The next card is the Page of Swords. Okay, so this, I feel like this and that enlightenment up the top of those stairs with this Page of Swords is often a new idea. It's kind of, there's a lot of learning and growth through learning. You might want to pick up a good book and read a book, or you might have some inspired ideas come through. If you do have some inspired ideas come through, write it down, ground that energy, and then use it to manifest, because to me, this card in this deck is a real beautiful card for manifesting as well, because he's got that joy, he's connected to that heart. There's a lot of enlightenment up there, as I keep banging on about. So there's a lot of potential. Just don't let those little birds fly away and become lost. Don't let the ideas float away and go to waste. It's a very inspired time for you, I feel, Taurus. So beautiful energy. Now I feel like this is, you're going to have a good Sag season, I feel, Taurus, with these cards. Loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. Which you aren't. Four of Wands. If you do feel like you're alone, pick up the phone, give a friend a call or someone, just to remind you how connected you are and that there are people out there that love you. And if you feel like you can't even do that, take yourself for a walk outside, go to a dog park or something, go watch some dogs playing or have a laugh, go to a coffee shop and people watch and just view human interactions. And it's so amazing to do that as a reminder that we're all kind of the same energy. You know, we're all one. We're just playing out these energies a little bit differently in our own unique lives, but we're all human with the same struggles. Yeah, it's so interesting to do things like that. Okay, next up, Pisces. Hey Pisces, hope you're well. What have we got for you this Sag season, Pisces? Let's have a look. Wow, 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 wow. First card, Six of Wands, cause for celebration. This is standing in your power, standing in your truth, knowing who you are, being really, really solid in here and having those beautiful firm boundaries, and you're standing up there on a stage saying, this is me, this is me. Okay, this is followed by the Sun, which is such similar energy to the just being so confident and comfortable in your own skin. Look at that card. These cards, just crazy that these would come out next to each other like that. And the fire with the Sun, there's a lot of joy. The Sun is all about our vitality and our strength. It's what really drives us. The Sun's often associated with the ego, but not in a toxic sense. You know, the ego gets a bit of a bad rap because often as humans, in our human experience, we can distort it into that kind of polarized state. If it gets out of control and out of check. But the ego is beautiful because it's what inspires us to do better and to strive for something, and our motivation as well. So there's a lot of beautiful energy here to create something amazing. And funnily enough, following from this is death. But in this deck, it's death and rebirth together. This card, all it is that in order to create something new, we have to let something go. So it's not, it's not a big tragedy. It doesn't have to be the end, but sometimes it feels like it. And I love how in this card, in between the text at the bottom, you've got the infinity symbol. No energy is ever lost. It's always transformed and transmuted. And as a Pisces, you would feel this down to your bones because, Pisces is so expansive. It's that infinite consciousness. It's that, it encompasses that everyone's connected. We're all connected. We're all part of this energy, and death and birth are just two different sides of the same coin. But if you're holding on to something and not allowing it to die, you're going to block these beautiful energies, because this is the rebirth ready to happen. So you have to let go, let bygones be bygones, let sleeping dogs lie, stop flogging a dead horse. You know, I could go on forever with all these sayings, but you get the idea. If you're holding on to something, you're not allowing the rebirth, which is this energy. So whatever it is for you, Pisces, and yeah, big shout out with inside the hood there is like that infinite connected wisdom there that I was just talking about, that connection to consciousness. Yeah, just don't block that rebirth by holding on to something that it's time to let go of, Pisces. So beautiful, beautiful energy there. And something just threw itself out at me. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay, so just having that trust. If this feels like a painful ending and a painful death or painful loss of something you were holding on to, just sit with it, accept it, and know that it has to run its course. Have patience with yourself and the process, and trust. Okay, so I hope that helps. Aries, you're up next. Okay, let's go, Aries. Another fire sign. Fire sign. Let's go, Aries. Okay, so two of these cards have already come out for other signs. The first one is the Seven of Swords, followed by the Six of Pentacles, followed by the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles is the main energy that I'm really honing in on. It's the center card, so it's kind of the main theme of the readings I'm doing at the moment. The Six of Pentacles is all about balance. It's all about reciprocated energy. It's that sometimes we're the ones that are giving, sometimes we're the ones that are receiving. And if we block either one of those processes, the scales are out of balance. So this is also a bit of Libra vibes going on with the scales, because it's that delicate balance. Often when we've got a closed heart, or we're so used to being a nurturer, we give. And when someone, you know, tries to help us or give us something or reach out, we just put a big wall up, block it, say, no, I don't need help, I'm fine, I'm independent, I can do it myself, and then the scales tip. So this is all about that giving and receiving. Every time I see this, I want to do like the infinity symbol coming out of my heart, because it's going in, it's coming out. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you receive, the more you give. If you're open up to those kind of infinite flow, just allowing the energy to flow, not just take, and not give all the time. So I feel like someone might be manipulating you a little bit with this Seven of Swords energy, or this is often the card that shows up when there's something in the shadows. You're not seeing the full picture. There's either someone doing a bit of behind the scenes, stealth, dodgy manipulation. As I said in the other reading where this came out, there's that big old moon up there as well. So the moon rules that subconscious, the unseen, the below the surface. It's kind of the illusion, things moving in the shadows. You know, what's that over there? Oh, not really sure, can't see it. And the moon's a shout out to intuition as well. So if you feel like something isn't right, it's probably not, you know, without being too crude. If it smells like shit and looks like shit, it's probably shit. So trust that intuition. And if something smells a bit funky, it's probably off. So trust that guidance. Don't hang around to find out for sure. Maybe I should just wait it out. Maybe I should wait for another sign. No, tune into that intuition, get grounded. This is a very grounding energy. If the energy is not reciprocated, if someone's pulling the wool over your eyes, not being truthful, don't wait around. Get out of there, because it's going to cause you more harm than good. And if you do wait around, this is what's going to happen. It's going to lead to more sadness, feeling like you're locked out. To me, this energy also came up in a previous reading. The door is locked, but there's a key right next to it. So it's about perception and perspective with this Five of Pentacles. You might feel like you're outside, locked out in the cold. Someone might have done some shitty things to you, but if you sat around and waited for it to happen or didn't pick up on the signs, pick up on the intuitive downloads that you're getting around it, if you're just going to sit there, then you know, you do have to take some accountability for where you end up and just do different next time. Pick up that key, open the door, walk through it. Communication channels, if you need to communicate, do it. But just know when to walk away. Know when it's time to run. Leave it behind. Get the hell out of there. You can also be getting the hell out of there with this card as well. So just listening to that guidance, Aries. Tuning into what you're picking up on. Okay, so let's pull an affirmation for you. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others. How perfect. But I can accept the truth from myself. Okay? How perfect is that message for those cards? I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Okay, so if you're out here feeling a bit of blame game going on, feeling like someone's done something to you, be really honest with yourself. It always takes two to tango. We cannot control what other people do to us, but we can control the way that we integrate that energy and move on. Because integrating energy, it's all about that balance, all about that flow of energy there. Okay, Aries, hope that makes sense to someone out there. Capricorn, you're up next. Capricorn. Capricorns out there patiently waiting for their solar returns once Sag season is finished. Okay, Capricorn, what have we got? Oh, okay. All right, so the first card up is the Nine of Wands. This is often the card nicknamed the Wounded Warrior. Then we've got the Queen of Pentacles, followed on by the Seven of Cups, which is often about choices and decisions and a bit of indecision going on. Okay, so you might feel like you've been through a bit of stuff. You might feel like you've literally just fought a bit of a battle and you're feeling a little bit sore and wounded, feeling a bit defensive still. It's kind of like, okay, that's over. Now what am I going to do? And you've still got that guard up a little bit. You still feel like you have to carry your weapons around, self-defense kind of vibes. This is followed on by the Queen of Pentacles, and to me, this looks like the same person almost. The Queen just looks like a bit more mature, and instead of her hair in a bun, she's had this growth, literally growth coming out of her head. That sounds kind of weird, but growth is in abundance and vitality. The Queen of Pentacles, massive Virgo vibes here, but you know, Virgo and Capricorn and obviously Taurus, we're all earth signs. And so this, to me, this is Capricorn kind of sitting in their feminine side. It's the softer side of Capricorn. It's quite a gentle energy. There's so much abundance here. It's kind of a card of healing and a card of having, you know, meeting your own needs. It's that real independence. You know, I don't need no one else to bring me my happiness, my fulfillment, my security. I've got everything I need in myself, with myself. And everyone, you know, all my relationships just add to my growth and contribute to my experience. But no matter what happens, I'm good in here. I'm solid in here. That's the real Queen of vibes, I was going to say. Queen of Pentacles vibes, that really grounded security in yourself while being in that soft feminine energy as well. It's often a card of, it's quite a mothering card as well, but it's the mother that she manages to kind of keep the house sorted, pays all the bills, she's mothering with the kids. She's kind of, you know, she's the multitasking mother, which can get quite exhausting as well. So just remembering that we can't give everything 100% all the time. Believe me, I know that lesson very, very well. So it's that kind of energy, and it's followed on by the Seven of Cups here. So the Seven of Cups, you know, they're tipped over cups. So some of the joy, some of the passion has spilled out of the cups, but it's like, what's under the cups? Not really sure. So this might feel like a bit of a, you know, something's kind of wrapping up here. There's the 9, it's almost at the 10, which is the completion of a cycle. So it's like you can feel that something new is going to come in, but you're not really sure what it looks like. You're not really sure what it's going to be, but there might be something around the corner here. This could be a new relationship or a new opportunity. Could even be employment I'm getting for some reason as well. So you might be looking for something. You might be sitting in that Queen of Pentacles energy going, what's out there? I've kind of left something that was not quite me, or something's wrapping up here. Need to look out for something new. If you are feeling a little bit disillusioned or unsure about directions or what's best for you, ground into that earth energy like you're so good at doing, Capricorn. Ground in, think about it, meditate. You don't have to have all the answers. The cups remind us that, you know, the intuitive process can't always be planned and like, you know, there can't always be a methodology behind it, which Capricorn kind of likes to do. It picks things apart and puts them in an order and, you know, understands the way it all works. The cups energy is not really like that. So it's about balancing that grounded method, can't even say it, the kind of grounding that energy of the methodology behind things with going with the flow and letting your intuition guide you. So it's about going within, trusting the process, still listening to your thoughts, but not over planning things to the point of complicating it, because it's probably going to keep you in this energy if you do, and you might be missing some beautiful opportunities that might be under these cups here. Okay, so I hope you get some clarity on whatever those cups represent for you, Capricorn. Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Okay, so if something's interfering, let it go. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Okay, thanks, Capricorn. And next up, Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Okay, just give these a quick shuffle, tune into the energy of Aquarius. How you going, Aquarius? Let's see what Saggy season might be bringing for you. Oh, this is the third time this card's come out today, and I'm shuffling properly, promise. First card up, you've got the Devil, so a bit of temptation here, maybe a bit of behind the scenes, shady stuff going on, or self-sabotaging type vibes. This is followed on by the King of Cups, so this is kind of saying, I don't want this anymore. I'm going to tune into my higher senses, listen to myself, listen to my intuition, be sure of who I am, that I can be grounded in these emotions and let them flow. There's calm waters all around me. I'm not going to get tempted by this. To me, this feels like a real karmic thing. So I feel like you're kind of entering this cycle now, Aquarius, where you've got the choice. You can repeat that cycle again because it's so tempting and you know that energy so well, and you just kind of really want to sink your teeth back into it again. And you might look attractive. That energy might be luring you. But look at those puppeteer strings. It's trapping yourself in a negative cycle. So there's that opportunity to say, nah, this guy, I'm going to do something different. I've got this. I can deal with my emotions. I'm going to integrate what I'm feeling. I'm going to make a different choice and really tune into that intuition. And voila, look at that. Victory, victory once again. This is standing in your power. This is saying, look at me. This is who I am. I'm proud of who I am. It's not hiding from the world. It's putting yourself out there in the most beautiful way. So really, really beautiful energy, Aquarius. So just be mindful if this energy creeps in. Look at it straight in the face and recognize if it is one of those toxic cycles that are repeating, because there's an opportunity here to do differently this time. Okay, so affirmation card, Aquarius. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Okay? I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And I can hear an alarm going off, so that's a bit of a warning as well. Don't get sucked into other people's stories if they want to play in it. That's also kind of that energy here, the devil with that judgment card. Someone might be inviting you into their drama, but they might love that drama. You know, they might be in their own cycle, and you don't have to play in the muck if you don't want to. If you can see it for what it is, you know, you can still love people and leave them to it. You can't drag someone out of the muck if they enjoy swimming in it. So yeah, little side note for you there, Aquarius. Scorpio, lucky last. Hey, Scorpio. Okay, so today's the last day that the sun is in Scorpio. Birthday season, solar returns, done and dusted for another year. Feel like a lot's going to change before your next one rolls around. Energy is constantly shifting. Okay. So I hope all you Scorpios out there had a beautiful, beautiful birthday wherever you are. And let's see what Sagittarius season has in store for you. Okay, what have we got? Lovely energy, Scorpio. First one up is the Queen of Pentacles. She just came out in the last reading that I just did. I think it was Aquarius. The Queen of Pentacles is that real earth mama energy. It's that earth healing energy. She's kind of that, I just described all this. She's kind of the energy. She's a wonderful mother, but she also works. She can pay the bills. She can support herself. She keeps her house the way she likes it. There's a lot of growth and abundance and flourishing, nourishing energy around her. Very, very feminine, beautiful, strong boundaries. She's that real earth mama, homebody kind of energy, in the most beautiful, balanced way possible. And so you might be very drawn to this kind of vibe at the moment, Scorpio, or be looking for that security in yourself as well. And the next card we've got is the Two of Wands. So this card has also come up in a previous reading today as well. So the Two of Wands, it feels like you've had this bit of inspiration, you know it's time to move, you're just trying to navigate how it's going to work. So she's literally got a map of the world next to her, she's got that globe, she's got a bit of a plan, there's a picture of a car, she wants to go on a bit of a journey, the sun's rising, there's lots of potential. It's the energy that something's about to be birthed, there's something new coming in, it's just about navigating that energy. So it's like you might have been really, really comfortable with where you've been at, and you might be going, there might be something a bit more out there. Maybe I can look at what else is out there for me. And then the energy of the star. So how beautiful to follow on with. The star is our hopes and our dreams, and it's our inspiration, and it's that kind of, it's that connection to cosmic vibes as well. And a lot of you watching are probably star seeds, if you know what that means. If you don't, look it up. I can't go into it all now. But you might be a star seed and have that real strong connection to something bigger than you. It's that whole kind of, as I'm saying this, it feels like the Jupiterian energy, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius, which obviously we're moving into that energy with the sun now as well. But it's that night sky, so it's like the polarity to that. It's Beautiful, beautiful here. So if you've had a hope and a dream about something, you're looking towards it in this energy as well. That Two of Wands is looking towards that star. What lights you up? What inspires you? What gives you that hope? What makes you want to step into your power as well? Because to me, this is about finding your groove, finding who you are, and connecting back to source as well. So it's about balancing those energies and being really authentic and true to yourself and what you want and what you're building to create, Scorpio. I hope that made sense. I feel like I just talked in a really big circle there. But anyway, affirmation, Scorpio. Peace. I am a being of love and release all negative entity. Oh my God, I was going to say negative entity. Negative energy. Okay, if you do need to cut a cord with a negative entity, now's the time to do it. There's your little push. I am a being of love and release all negative energy. Okay, the affirmation has come up in another reading today as well. We're having a few repeats and I am shuffling, I promise. I'm a being of love, release all negative energy. Okay, the thing about Scorpio, because they're so deep, sometimes they have that pain from the past and they carry it around in a big old suitcase, and it reminds them of where they've been, it reminds them of who they are, but it doesn't always serve you to carry it around. It can interfere with your peace because we don't always need constant reminders of the past and the pain of the past. We can put it down and step into something far more grounded, far more inspired, and far more connected to source and what's going to help you grow and elevate to live your best life. We don't need to be hurt collectors. We can put that hurt away and integrate it. It still happened. You know, we can't change the past. However, we can change our perspective, and we can choose not to let it inhibit our growth and the way that we move forward with our lives. Okay, Scorpio, so I hope that helped you, and much love, guys. I'll see you again soon. Bye.